If you get post-consumer waste, for example, denim or dyed garments, first of all, you have to remove the color. And for removing the color, they use a lot of water, they use chlorine bleach, they also use hydrochloric acid. The conditions there, I have personally visited the factories, the conditions are very pathetic, not suitable for the people who are working there. So, although mechanically recycled fiber is one of the most sustainable type of fiber, but in Pakistan, in our factories, we are not following the sustainable SOPs. So in Europe, they have passed a law, which is a waste framework directive and waste shipment regulation. According to waste shipment regulation, Europe will not export their post-consumer waste or landa to those countries which do not have sustainable way of recycling it. Although now we are the largest exporter of old clothes, but in future we may not be the largest if we do not have a sustainable way to treat that waste or post-consumer waste. Now, when we say a fiber is sustainable, how we say it is sustainable? This slide is very important. Some people would argue that cotton is more sustainable. Some people would argue that polyester is more sustainable. In my last presentation, I talked about 16 different types of environmental impacts. In the chart which you are seeing on the left-hand side, I have combined all the 16 impact categories into one score, which is called eco score. And this one score, eco score, is calculated according to the guidelines of PEFCR. Now, according to these guidelines, you are considering 16 aspects in order to decide which fiber is more sustainable or not. On the right-hand side, you are looking at example of comparison between cotton and polyester. If you look on the right-hand side, top bar, you can see water. You can imagine that in cotton production, we use water, more water, but in polyester production, we do not use that much water. So if we consider only water, pesticides and artificial fertilizers, and then at the bottom, you can see only CO2 emitted. In this case, you can see CO2 emitted is more in case of polyester, but in case of cotton, it is less. So if you consider only one criterion, CO2, you will definitely say that this polyester is worse and cotton is better. But on the left-hand side, you can see that conventional cotton is worse as compared to polyester. And on the next slide, you will see that all cottons are not equivalent as well. Now, here is a comparison of different types of cotton. And this data has been taken from Higg index. So, cotton fiber, better cotton is grown in different countries. Better cotton India emits 2.3 kg CO2 per kg. Better cotton Pakistan may emit less, but they don't have data on their Higgs index. Cotton fiber recycled second life. This is another brand. This is by Surti, 0.171. They have branded their mechanically recycled fiber, calling it second life, and their impact is 0.171, and they have reported this in Higgs index. And Recover is another mechanical recycling technology. They have the impact of 0.133. So even within cotton category, you can see different types of impacts. All cottons are not same. So when somebody claims that my fiber is sustainable, you need to ask him, what is the basis of your claim? Are you basing your claim only on single criterion, CO2, or are you basing it on all the 16 criteria? Question number one. Number two, are you basing your claim on the entire life cycle of the product or just one stage? By entire life cycle, we mean stage of cotton production or fiber production, then stage of manufacturing, then stage of distribution, then stage of use, then stage of end of life, all the 5 stages. So after looking at the entire life cycle of a product and 16 categories, then you can claim whether a fiber is more sustainable than another or not. So there's detail into the claim of sustainability. It's not just that CO2. So we need to dig a little bit more deeper when we talk about sustainable materials. Overall, all these fibers which are claimed as being novel and innovative, their share in the world fiber consumption is not too high at the moment. You can see from this chart is latest data. 132 million tons of fiber is used around the world, and 69% is synthetic, and 77.7 million tons is polyester. Cotton is 24.5 million tons. The third is polyamide or nylon, then viscose, then other plant fibers, which are not considered good in Europe. So that is why, while using polyester, the major problem which we need to tackle is the generation of microplastic. And one way to do is to use other areas of innovations are concerned. Textile dyeing is responsible for 20% of ocean pollution and 52% of fashion industry carbon impact. So that is why another area where innovation is taking place is textile dyeing. These pigments are made from vegetable waste and minerals. This is a company called Everdye. Similarly, there's a company called Colorfix. They are making dyes from microbes, jarasimo se. Similarly, in processing, people are improving processes to make them more sustainable. Pre-treatment processes, fiber 52, more sustainable, is their claim. Now, in addition to digital printing, digital dyeing is coming up. And digital dyeing is actually spray dyeing, a kind of spray dyeing. So no liquor. Similarly, we saw Vaco's presentation, spray finishing. So spray dyeing and finishing in which liquor ratio is, or use of liquor is very low. As far as IT or AI is concerned, these are the technologies which enable digital transformation in textile industry. And you can see in the center, there is artificial intelligence, and blockchain and artificial intelligence are two most commonly or emergent technology which are being used. Here are a few examples of AI use. For example, AI is being used for automatic fabric defect detection in knitwear, automatic fabric defect detection in wovens, similarly fashion trend forecasting, similarly generating fashion designs, and similarly making color garment patterns, and also AI-driven pattern cutting, reducing waste, AI-driven sewing, and AI-driven modeling, AI-driven styling. So AI is virtually in every field. So it is being said that with the advent of AI, 50% productivity of the world will increase. With the invention of bulb, only less than 10% productivity. With the invention of electricity, less than 10% productivity increased. But with AI, they are saying more than, it has potential to increase productivity up to 50%. So we need to embrace AI, digital transformation, as well as we need to embrace this sustainable revolution. So that is all about my presentation. Let's see if the quiz is ready. Is it? Yes, please play. So a short quiz about innovation, just 6-7 questions. Please. I was asked to make it quick because there are some people in the panel discussion who are waiting on environmental footprint, about organization environment footprint, about environmental footprint, about organization environment footprint, application of AI. Then I'm ready to.
बहुत शुक्रिया. And patent has been done. Interloop is has a license for that. So my question is very simple, like what is the practical thing?
Thank you, Dr. Saab. It's a good question. The technology is available, but upscaling needs to be done. available, but upscaling needs to be done. Supply chain needs to be established. Now, banana is mostly grown in Sindh, and they just throw away the trunk of the banana tree. That trunk can be used for making fibers, but they don't have large industry to convert that banana trunk into the fiber. So some investment needs to be done so that infrastructure can be developed. So technology is available, but it needs investment and upscaling. Fiber extraction machine is very simple, not very expensive. It can be locally made. Once you extract the fiber, you have to cut the fiber and next do a mechanochemical process or treatment, which makes the fiber spinnable. Because the raw extracted fiber is harsh in feeling and it's stiff. It cannot be spun for making yarn as such. So a pre-treatment needs to be done before putting it into yarn spinning. So that pre-treatment technology was sold by NTU to Interloop. And they have done some successful work. They have also introduced a brand based on this banana fiber, but it needs still upscaling, increase of production, establishment of regular supply chain. So all over the world, the problem is same. Raw material is available, trunk of the banana tree, that is available in abundance. But the machinery to convert it into fiber, that needs to be installed. Done? Okay, thank you.
Going to join us online. And other than that, we have Dr. Muhammad Ayazuddin, Chairman Pregmia, in person. Please welcome Dr. Muhammad Ayazuddin. Then we have Hamid K. Latif, CEO Textile Testing International. And last but not the least, we have as I told you, we have a topic of innovating the textile industry. My first question will be from Muhammad Ayazuddin Sahab, Dr. Sahab. So please tell us, how does Pregmia plan to align with Pakistan's updated NDC 3.0 commitment, especially regarding emission reduction and resource efficiency within the textile sector?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Do you need short answer or long answer?
I
or a
guess
precise
brief and everyone would understand.
Okay.
And
how many of us know NDC? If you can raise your hands, just I need a little energy. From the back side, yeah. So very few of our audience are connected with this term. This is actually the term we use it for the commitments under the Paris Agreement to be in Brazil, Ballam, on the foothill of Amazon. And Amazon is a lungs of the globe. 22% of oxygen comes from there. So when we say about NDC 3, that is a commitment, it has 2-3 very important factors. Number one, it says 50% emission reduction. To understand the emissions of Pakistan, I tell you how much is the total global emission. That is 58 billion metric tons. And Pakistan comes in, so this is all connected with our situation in Pakistan without being an emitter. So Global North, out of 196 countries, we have only 37 countries like big manufacturers, including India, including China and Russia and European Union. They are the emitters. And the Global South is actually who are about to suffer or already suffering. So we are among the top one on the suffering side. And what happens? Like in the last commitment, there was NDC 2. They committed 50% reduction by doing by 2030. And this time they have taken it to 35. But the last commitment, they wanted to do the, for the decarbonization, they wanted to involve renewable energy in the system. And when they started that, that has been achieved. Our energy mix, the grid mix we have, is about 51 to 54% renewable, which is a big thing. European Union as a whole, they have 47%. So this was the target being achieved by Pakistan in last year, because we have already got 25% or less or more hydropower, and then we got an open policy for solar, and every roof has a solar panel. So that is a big revolution came in, and we are in top 3 or 4 countries who has taken this challenge and is been achieved. So this time the government of Pakistan has a very strong agenda in COP30. I'm also representing textile industry. So we are very much aligned with the goals and the targets by reduction of emission, by doing energy modeling, so many things. So further, I'll let you know in the next question.
Definitely, first of all, congratulations for achieving the goal, and definitely we all are looking forward to achieve more this year with 3.0. Okay, so my next question. Hi Alex, I hope you are doing well. Thank you so much for joining us. My question is from
good
you.
evening to everybody.
On sustainability in the textile industry.
Alhamdulillah, for the last 30 years we've been in the testing arena, and all of the development we've done at